Shit mad like inside the dark, call me Bill Snatcher. Just the brother for the rapture. I hang live, holding on strong, hard to capture. Extravagant, resurrect the track and it's militant. And I react like a convict and start killing. It's manifesting. The God's work like appliances, dealing in my sight like a lot.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explain here, bringing you guys another discussion for Boruto Naruto Next Generations. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about something I've been getting bombarded with in DMs and questions and comments. People wondering, now that Boruto is at 100% Otsutsuki in terms of on a genetic level, are we in a situation where the 5 Kage are going to have Boruto killed? Now, before you start typing in the comment section, I got to give a shout out to the homie T-Bree. T-Bree has a hilarious video on his channel. He's trying something new. He hired adult actresses and actors to read Naruto lines. Highly recommend that video. It literally just went up, so check out the homie's video. So getting back to the topic, I gotta say, first and foremost, I understand why some people would be thinking that this would be a problem. I don't think it is. Like, on a scale from 1 to 10, I put this at a 0. I don't think that we're gonna have Kage bring up the suggestion of killing Boruto now he's at 100%. And the reason why is the whole context has changed. So now that we have the leaks that come from the last Boruto manga chapter that's getting ready to come out, we know for a fact that Momoshiki basically said the remaining 18% of the DNA that should have been converted into your body, that way I could revive using your body. I'm taking that remaining 18% and I'm using it to restore that life-threatening wound that you have. Now, you're going to be 100% Otsutsuki. However, I can't use you as a mean for resurrection. And I think that that's the clear distinction right there. I don't think we're going to have any of the Kage, once they have that information, directly state, okay, we got to kill him just to be safe. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I think that Kawaki is potentially going to be somebody that the Kage kind of zero in on a little bit more, just based off of the fact that, like Shikamaru said, he acted unilaterally. And I think that they have a bigger problem on their hands when it comes to Naruto's Hokage, because Naruto, based on everything that happened, and it's a traumatic experience, but based on everything that happened with the way that he checked out when the battle was raging on, and he could have played a role in taking down Code, Naruto's got other questions that the other Kage are going to ask him. I'm actually going to be revisiting a topic one of my patrons sent me to discuss, because the circumstances have changed. I think that their theory holds a lot of weight now. So I got to say this though, this idea that if the Kage wanted to square up with Boruto, that they'd be able to kill him, I'm not 100% sure. Number one, that they could even do it simply for the fact that if they fix their mouths to say, we're going to go after Boruto and we're going to have him killed off because he's at 100% Otsutsuki, and there's the possibility Momoshiki lied to him and that Momoshiki could take over his body. If that happened, this is not going to be a situation where Naruto has a mental nerf because the spiritual side of his chakra is out of whack to the point where he can't even maintain sage mode and he's dispelling his clones. It's not even gonna be a situation like that. If somebody comes after his son with the intention to kill, and it's another Kage, Naruto by himself, despite what a lot of people are saying, which is absolutely crazy in my opinion, a lot of people think Naruto can't beat the other Kages. If all 4 Kages teamed up and they're gonna come after Naruto for trying to protect his son, Naruto would do these new generation Kage worse than Madara did the prior generation. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. These Kage still know their place. Now, the bigger question when it comes to all of this is, from a narrative perspective, if that was something that happened, how big of an impact would it have? Well, the first thing is if they tried it, now you have the situation where the alliance might break, and it might be Konoha standing by itself, because we know that Gar has had that moment where he tells Naruto, like, hey, you need to consider killing your son. So you could have Konoha versus the world. That's not gonna happen, but from a narrative perspective, that's where it would go. Now, the other thing about this is that narratively that doesn't work simply based off of the fact that we're in a situation where they know that Code is out there. They know that Code is working with somebody who is able to see things as it's going on. And they also know that Damon's out there. They're going to pass on that information. Amato's likely going to say something. There are other threats beyond this Ten Tails. And I think that the Kage, they're going to have bigger fish to fry than worrying, was Momoshiki telling the truth? Worst case scenario, they're going to place Boruto on observation, run some tests, and then they're going to see whether or not they can come to a determination whether or not Boruto can be trusted. I think that that's likely for Boruto as a character. However, on the flip side of all of that, we have a situation where they're going to look at Amato and they're going to be wondering, if you knew all these cyborgs out here more powerful than Jigen, why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you tell us specifically that there are 2 cyborgs with this level of power? Why did you not consider something like Momoshiki healing Boruto's fatal injury by converting the remaining percentage to heal him? You know all this stuff about the Karma Seal. Why didn't you say anything? I think that's going to be a line of questioning they're going to have for some of the Kage to ask Amato. I think that you're also, again, going to have Naruto be put under hot fire. You're going to have Kawaki put under hot fire. When it comes to priorities, there are other priorities that are going to take place before Boruto, because those other 3 are directly linked to this Ten Tails. And I do think there is a possibility you could see some people saying, maybe now that Boruto's 100% Otsutsuki, maybe we don't need to let him leave your village. Maybe we need to keep him in secure locations. But then it becomes the issue of Code is out there. Code has those claw marks. He can pop up anywhere. He can just come into the village and there's nobody that can stop him. So you have some problems here. And there's gonna be another Kage summit, and there are gonna be some very hard-hitting questions that really need to be asked right now. And I think that for Naruto right now, there's enough on his plate that I don't think Kishimoto as a writer would go the route of having Boruto being somebody that is hunted down and you're gonna have the breaking of this alliance. I don't think that that's going to happen. I think that while it's something that sounds cool, and I know Attack on Titan is ongoing right now and people are super fascinated by Boruto becoming like an Eren Yeager type character, I don't think that's the route we're going. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, as you guys know, I will totally own up to it in the next video that I make, unless it's a situation like the video that was up earlier today where I had the video edited from the editor, got the video back from the editor on the 10th of this month, but I decided to wait to upload it because I try and upload manga related stuff between the 15th and the 30th. I ended up getting burned for that reason. You saw the video simply for the fact that I was in a situation where I was losing money if I didn't upload it. So I will say, if this does end up being true and one of the Kages like, we need to smoke Boruto, they send assassins after him, I'm all for it. That sounds like a hell of a plot. I just don't think that that's going to happen. But big shouts. But this was something that I was requested to talk about on Patreon, and it's for that reason I'm making the video on it. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As always, guys, like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.